jam you don't spread.
Sometimes I'll sit and stare out to the sea, thinking about the man I always wanted to be. So many choices in life, some I chose wrong. But it's okay, I'm ready to move on. I wish I could tell you life's been so hard, and how I'm the guy who drew the unlucky card. I'd be lying to you if I said that I understand. But who can say they've got their life in hand? 'Cause it feels like I'm navigating to nowhere. But all I know is I'm still here. 'Cause it feels like I'm navigating to nowhere. Who knows where I'll be this time next year? Each way you turn, you can't seem to find the answers to every question going on in my mind. Sometimes you won't think about the days to come, and how you feel like you're the only unlucky one. I know sometimes you can feel a little helpless, but it's okay to take some time and be a bit selfish. Don't be so damn hard on yourself. Don't put the pressure on and take it out on someone else. 'Cause it feels like I'm navigating to nowhere.
door, but no one's home.
No one's home.
Well, and the climb ahead has been left for dead, so you descend.
So you descend.
Because each time you never learn that the rulebook slipped too far when it's choking.
When it's on down, yeah.
Cause talents have been used, reputation is abused, leaves you in a hole.
Leaves you in a hole.
Then your feet's gray, just to find a way. You're gonna find a way. While waiting in the wind, while the angel as he sings of frustration cold.
Frustration cold.
When the rises appear, as spoken by the sea to bring you home.
To bring you home.
Because each time you never learn that the rulebook's fit to burn when it's choking.
When it's on down, yeah.
Because talents have been used, reputation is abused, leaves you in a hole.
Leaves you in a hole.
Then your feet's gray, just to find a way. You're gonna find a way. Stuck at the center of the universe, I can't break the hour, but break the mold. Transgressing to the higher ground now, because spectrums and reveals no go. Then your feet's gray, just to find a way. You're gonna find a way. Then your feet's gray, just to find a way. You gotta find a way. Then your feet's gray, just to find a way. You gotta find a way. Then your feet's gray.
Games in the park, circling around. You wrote, just wanna make love. I wrote all over, lay down. Fire in your fingertips, fire in mine. What we were starting seemed fine at the time. Was it all in a dream? Was it all that it seemed? Games in the park led to much bigger things. Sworn to each other, we got ourselves tied up with strings. Pen in your fingertips, pen in mine. What we were starting to find at the time. Was it all in a dream? the child in me wanting to come out and play. Now the child is being cast aside, but you'll never take away. Games in the park not long ago was both our escapes. It drew us together, I know. Now you're escaping for good times and wine. What you were ending seemed fine at the time. Was it all in a dream? Was it all that it seemed? What do you do when your dreams are broken? What can you do but cry? My heart runs. So sweet. My heart runs. So neat. My heart runs. She's so fine.
Life isn't quite what I thought I'd be when I was a kid on VOIP. I thought when I get older I'd marry her, I told her. Now I'm 26 and I work in an office. 9 to 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me, not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. Even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of it. She moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's a bumhole. Yeah, I met Jared. When he took you away from me, you hit it off instantly. I know, cause you won't stop telling me. Seen his jawline, shoulders and muscles pushed against his fashion sense. Thought about what he looks like nude. Not gay though. She's living the dream. She's living the dream from back when we were 17, and she's living the dream. She's living the dream from back when we were 17. How on earth can I be saved when I'm one click away from insane? Just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. Not gonna make another scene. One I made when I was 23 means I'm not allowed in Disney World. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of it. She moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's a bumhole. think about you every day. So how on earth can I be saved? I think about him a lot as well. Maybe if he wasn't fine as hell. 'Cause your beauty and your grace, your telephone calls are my favorite place, and I want you to notice me with no restraining order, please. I want you to care. I want to smell your hair.
They say that which does not kill us makes us stronger. My soft white skin turns into a heart as tough as leather. My frozen heart protects me from the varying emotions. To break the ice would leave me laying vulnerable and open. If we're on fate's time, I'll make it through another day. If it's the right time, we'll see our destiny awaits. They say life's a stage and we're just actors on it. If that's the case, why has no one ever let me read the script? And this role is the toughest act I play behind these closed doors. This audience is watching me closer than they've done before. I don't even know which way to turn. Love carries on, but should I mourn? If we're on fate's time, I'll make it through another day. If it's the right time, we'll see our destiny awaits. See our destiny awaits. They say that which does not kill us makes us stronger. They say that which does not kill us makes us stronger.
Gone for good. of the road. We were shot at fast, we were shot at cold. I guess that's what you get for being two big criminals. Yeah, that's what you get for being two hard animals. She's gone for good, left for dead. Oh, my baby will hear my prayer. Gone for good, left for dead. Oh, my baby can hear me crying. I had to move on, I had a job to do. Had to get there fast, I had to get there soon. Well, there's just no telling when your time is come. And surely mine looks like the barrel of a gun. She's gone for good, left for dead. Oh, my baby will hear my prayer. Gone for good, left for dead. Oh, my baby.
Radio Freak Jam.
What?
Radio Freak Jam.
Only jam you don't spread.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Radio Freak Jam, and we're back for another Monday night. Evening, Brad. How you doing?
Good evening. How we doing? All right?
Good, mate. All the better for seeing you. I'm still
Oh,
full
you're
up
too
from
kind.
yesterday, mate.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it?
Yes. Shout out to Sarah who cooked a cracking roast for us yesterday, and we chilled round at Andy and Sarah's, and we played with Indy, and we didn't play with Chaz and Chelsea. That would be wrong, but we saw them as well, and it was a very lovely afternoon. So thank you very much to the both of you for that.
Pleasure. Pleasure, mate.
You all chilled back to work today?
Yeah, back to work. It's the weekends just get quicker and quicker. You know what it's like? It's just you leave work on a Friday, you think lovely, got 2 days off, and then before you know it, it's Monday morning.
Yeah.
But we've got to do these things, haven't we?
That's pretty much how it works. But we had a chance to chill and connect over the weekend, and that was lovely. So thanks for that. That was cool. So
Lovely.
we're back, mate. Radio Freak Jam is back on the air. How do you feel about that?
It's very strange. It's a bit surreal, really, because I think the last time I did this was when it's all we could do. We couldn't go out, but now we can, and I can do this and then do whatever I want afterwards. It's very strange.
Yeah. I'm just getting ostracised in the chat by your missus and Gilbo because I cut Mr. Ian Blackwood off in mid-flow.
I don't see the problem myself.
Do not worry, ladies. Do not worry. I have a song for you a bit later on. The new single from Graham Black, which is one of the acts Ian's a part of. So I'll play that for you a little bit later if you stick around and have a listen. I know you like a bit of Ian Blackwood, really.
I think he's great. It's all an act, really.
Just because your missus fancies him.
Yeah. Can't compete with the man, can I?
And the people are watching him naked now on well, not fully naked, but shirtless on Amazon. The Reacher episode 7, according to Gilbo, 34 minutes in, Brad's. So if you want
on Saturday I had to ask her what that was all about, because there was talks of it on the Zoom chat, and I said, "Well, what's all this about?" "Oh, I can't tell you. And then I saw a picture. Okay.
Yeah, Ian's obviously an actor as well, so he appears in these things, and he gets a couple of minutes in there, half naked in bed with a young lady. So he gets paid for that shit.
It's hard life, isn't it?
So, mate, Shinefest, our next big gig coming up.
Well, very looking forward to that, actually. It's going to be first festival for us in what, 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years, maybe more.
Come up to 3, because obviously, rubbish.
Yeah. And I'm hoping to see Jesus Jones as well, because I remember one of my first kind of albums was a Jesus Jones album, and it'd be nice to actually see them if I can get back, because obviously we've got Indy that weekend, but if I can get back and see them, I will.
Put some earplugs on her and bring her down. She'll
bring her
party
back.
with the rest of us. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
taking
No, I'm
mine.
looking forward to it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And shout out to Shine and Kieran, who we had on last week as well. They're sponsoring the show this week. So if you do want tickets, go to shinefest.uk. Come for the weekend. It's going to be awesome. I've been playing the advert on the start of the shows. You're going to see it pop up through the course of this show as we play other music as well. So yeah, Shinefest, come and see. And from the Ashes are there. What better reason do they need, Brads?
There's no other reason. You just got to get there and see us.
That's it. And once you're there,
Yeah,
you
it
might
might
as well
be
stay
only-
for the rest of them.
Well, exactly. I mean, it might only be a half-hour set that we're doing, but it'll be a bloody good half hour.
We're just going to do one big G medley. We'll just extend
Yeah.
the G medley a little bit. Just play one
Like
song.
I said to you yesterday, we'll do "Rocking in the Free World" and the G medley. That's it. Job done. That's half an hour right there.
Should we say good evening to everyone in the chat room? We haven't done that yet, have we?
Good evening to everyone in the chat room.
Good evening to everyone in the chat room. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
I've got Jack Daniels, but I only had cloudy lemonade, so yeah, why not?
You want to sort your pipes out?
Yeah, that's the water in West Drayton these days. We put up with it. So, Mr. Bradley, I announced that you were coming on the show, and I have had a couple of people going, "Oh, that's good. We haven't heard him play in ages." So, obviously,
very
the
nice.
whole show
Very
is
fun.
about music and bits and pieces like that. And we've just had a lot of music. Should we have some more music? Fancy starting us off with some tunes?
I can start you off with a tune. Yeah, why not?
I think we need
I will
one.
do you one of mine actually, which I haven't done for a long time. And it says it's been a while since I've actually played on here, and I've broken arms and COVID and all that malarkey. But
We'll get to that. Let's have some music first. Celebrate
Yeah.
the fact that that's all past. Yeah.
all right then, okie dokie, right. All right, this is one of mine. This is called Circles.
Saw you crying there this morning. I didn't know what I should do. While I sit and write this song, all I think about is you. Time we spent together was the best time of my life. Now it's all gone and just a memory. Someone please tell me what to do. Life goes round in circles. I have been here before. Deja vu is on my mind. I've been in this place many times before. Now I'm moving on. Everything happens for a reason. That's the way life's meant to be. Who knows what tomorrow brings? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Life goes round in circles. I have been here before. Deja vu is on my mind. Been in this place many times before. Now I'm moving on. Life goes round in circles. I have been here before. Deja vu is on my mind. in this place many times before. Now I'm moving up. Life goes round in circles, and I have been here before. Deja vu is on my mind. Been in this place many times before. Now I'm moving up on my own.
Beautiful, man. Everyone was starting to say how wonderful the song was, and then the subject moved very swiftly to your lack of beard. And Gilbo's calling you a baby face, and we're discussing maybe the beard has a difference in your singing tone.
Oh, really? What, better or worse?
Well, I mean, they're saying maybe it acts like some kind of pop shield. I think it's just the friction makes your mouth move faster.
See, this is the reason I got the hat on, because I was a testicle.
Or, yes, no, let's not go into what we saw on Zoom on Saturday night, shall we?
No.
Yes, we had an interesting Zoom on Saturday. We do the occasional FreakJam Zoom. We all get together and have a beer and talk shit. And there was a lot of talking shit, Brad, wasn't there, really?
Oh, there always is. There always is. I think it sounded like it might have got a bit worse after we'd left, but yeah, there's plenty of shit being talked about when we were there. It's always a lot of fun, though. I said to Sarah, I'm past the whole Zoom now, but I thought I'll give it one more go, and I'm kind of glad I did on Saturday. It was a lot of fun.
It was a good vibe in there, despite we talked a lot of shit. There was a lot of it was a good vibe in there, and it was nice to see everyone and get together and have a drink and just chew the fat for a little while.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was nice.
And see people's new business ventures.
Exactly.
So, have you been up to anything musically, Brad? I know it's all back to normal now. Have you sort of deserted the studio a little bit, or have you got any plans?
I have deserted the studio a little bit, to be honest with you. That song I just played there, I really need to get that recorded. I know we've tried in the past, and we've got so far and not gone any further. But I would really like to put that down properly. And I've got all the gear here to do it. I just haven't had the chance to do it. So yeah, I mean, I as through lockdown and stuff, I was doing a bit of production work and that kind of stuff, and getting to grips with that.
And you were enjoying it as well, weren't you?
I was enjoying it. I really was enjoying it. But then it's one of those things you stop doing it, and you kind of not forget things, but you don't know. It's hard to get back into it again. But I know that once I do, I'll be bang on it again. You know.
Yeah. Totally.
It's like playing a game on your Xbox. You know, you don't play it for a few months, and you play one session, and that's it. You're hooked.
I've noticed you've been playing a bit recently because you pop up in my friends list every time you come on. Yeah.
Yeah, have a little secret go on it. Yeah, now and again.
Not secret anymore, is it? No.
Not secret anymore. No.
What are you playing?
I was playing. I actually just after Christmas, I paid for the Game Pass, the $10.99 a month.
Yeah.
So you could download loads of different games, and I was actually playing a game called Lake, which is for me to describe it, it sounds shit, but when you for playing wise, you know, it's over the past few weeks that you know all about. It was an escape for me a little bit. It was a kind of it's very chilled, and you lose a lot of time on it.
Right.
And it's only a short game, but yeah, have a look at it.
Okay, Lake.
The story is basically a woman who works in a city in America. I think it's Los Angeles, something like that. You know, big high profile job, and her mum and dad live in a little village in the country, and it's got this massive lake, and he's basically a postman, a delivery driver, and his job is just deliver the mail. Now they go away on holiday. She goes down there to stay for a week, I think it is. Yeah, and she takes the job on. And your job is to deliver mail, basically.
Okay.
And
This is
there's-
like
and there's
Paperboy
a-
from the 80s.
It's similar. It is like it is. It's like an upscale Paperboy, and there's a storyline that goes with it. And it's just very, very chilled and a very calm game.
Oh, cool. You know,
Yeah.
some you know I play Ark. I've tried to drag you on there a couple of times now.
Yeah,
You know, I go and kill dinosaurs or ride dinosaurs or do fun stuff like that. But sometimes I just like to go on there and farm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do stuff.
And that's it.
Just
And this
chill
is
out.
like this game. You're free to do what you want to do.
Yeah, open world.
Yeah, you can just get in the van and drive all day. You don't have to just post the letters. You can just crack on and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that kind of game. I'm done with all the Call of Duty and the Grand Theft Auto and all that kind of stuff.
All the violent shit.
I've grown up. I've grown up now.
Now it's just chilling by the lake, delivering a
That's
few
it.
newspapers when you can be bothered.
That's it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that'll do for me.
So what else is happening with you, man? Now, you know, I'm going to be honest. You know, we had a lovely day yesterday, but there was one thing that kind of, you know, worried me. You broke your arm. Everyone was really sad, yourself included. We all felt your pain.
Oh, I know where you're going.
And you announced that you were giving up kickboxing. And a little part of me cheered. A little part of me was sorry for you, but a little part of me cheered. And yesterday, that little part of me died because you're talking about going back, man.
Right. So now I'm all fixed up and I'm back riding my bike again and I'm back playing again. There's still, I've been thinking about it the last week or so, and there's still a lot of energy inside me that needs to come out. And last few weeks I've had trouble sleeping, and you know, and I'm putting it down to possibly that for the last 13 years, you know, I've been very active, and now that's been taken away from me. I'm not one to be sitting in front of the telly every night, apart from Thursdays.
Is there no alternatives? Maybe can't you just kick some boxes? I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to my sensei today, and I said to him, look, I'm possibly thinking about coming back in some capacity. I'm not going to go back full on. And he said, yeah, it'd be great to have you back. Let's discuss, you know, a safe way of bringing you back into it. You know, I can, at home, I've started doing a few weights. I can only manage 5 press-ups at the moment, whereas before...
It's 5 more
was
than
doing
I do.
40 press-ups, no problem, you know. So it's baby steps at the moment. And I'm not talking about, you know, I'm going to go back and start doing it this week. It's going to take time. So, and if for any reason I don't feel safe, then I'm not going to do it, because I'm not going to jeopardise, you know, playing guitar again or not playing guitar again, because there was a point, I'll be honest with you, there was a point just before Christmas, I was obviously still in the cast, and what's that say? You're rocking on a final sport. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cheers, Tim. There was a point before Christmas. I actually believed, and I had it in my mind, I'm not going to play guitar again, and that was a horrible feeling. Seriously, was a horrible feeling, and
Scares me, man. It scares the living daylights out of me.
so yeah, but yeah.
Be safe, or
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
break
not
your,
gonna- you know,
I'll break your other arm.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go mad. I'm going to take my time with it. Whether it's just going back and teaching, and just doing a little bit of cardio work.
So Wispy's suggesting maybe darts,
I'll play darts.
and Sarah's suggesting Morris dancing.
Yeah, I could. Well, I don't know about Morris dancing. But,
I don't know. They come in with those big wooden club things, didn't they? That could get dangerous, you know, especially if it all kicked off and you piss someone off. Gilbo's suggesting origami.
origami. Yeah, maybe. I'll get a bit of paper and I'll. Oh,
I'll make
rabbit.
a swan. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to. I don't know if it's going to get rid of the energy that I've got.
Full contact tiddlywinks, says Lefty John.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That Sim's suggesting pontoon.
Not helping, guys.
Steve is suggesting there's plenty of ways to get your heart rate up without kicking boxes. I think I know where he's going with that. Sarah?
Yeah, I think he'd know where he's going, yeah. Cheers, Steve. Thanks for that.
Give us another song, young man.
Okay, I'll give you another song.
You put the energy
gonna
there.
All right, I'm going to do a Jam Night special. Now, this is a song which I had wanted to do for a very, very long time, and then obviously lockdown came and FreakJam come along, and I had to sort of keep my game up and stuff. So this is Drive by Incubus.
Sometimes feel the fear of uncertainty stinging clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I let the fear take the wheel and steer. It's driven me before, it seems to have a vague haunting mass appeal. Lately, I'm beginning to find that I should be the one behind the wheel. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to wait for my chance to be one of the hive, will I choose water over wine and hold my own and drive? It's driven me before, and it seems to be the way that everyone else gets around. Lately, I'm beginning to find the way, and I drive myself, my light is found. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Would you choose water over wine? Hold the wheel and drive. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, that's definitely a Radio Freak Jam classic for sure. And everyone's loving that in the chat as well.
Lovely.
So, yes. So, sounding good, sir. Have you missed it?
I have missed it, yeah, big time. Massively.
Good.
Yeah, I was actually, it's hard. I was kind of, the Christmas shows and stuff like that. I was finding it very difficult to kind of watch it as well, because I, really wanted to get involved and really wanted to play, but obviously couldn't. And yeah, it was frustrating. It was very frustrating. So it's nice to be back in a full capacity now. I'm playing live, and yeah, it's good.
Moving forwards.
Yep, definitely.
So we've also got Santa Pod coming up this year.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It's
Get
always a
back
good
to
show.
that. So
Always a good show, Santa Pod.
that's a Monsters Ball this year, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
Monster Ball, is it? Yeah, I can never remember.
Yeah, there's a theme for that, but that's September next year. This year,
Yeah.
not next year.
Yeah.
This year, 2022. So we're playing up there as well. So if you're around, come join us at Santa Pod. Lots of fast cars and fast music, ladies and gentlemen.
Lovely. A lot of fun. Every year's a lot of fun.
So anything else to report, mate? Any other? I mean, you and I talked yesterday, but anything else to report on the music front? You got any plans? Got any ideas?
I did have some ideas to do another dance track,
Ooh.
which I'd like to do. I've always had this lovely idea of doing a metal dance track.
Okay.
I've tried it in the past, and it wasn't metal enough. So, yeah, just kind of, I don't know, maybe get a few people's heads together and do some kind, bit like a, you know, the band Pendulum.
Yep.
They did a cover of Master of Puppets, and they really sort of danced it up, and it was really, really, yeah, something like that, but obviously original.
You ever heard Censor?
No.
Check out a band called Censor. I know Aslan will jump in the chat room and probably whisper as well and agree with me on this. There was rap on it as well, but the
Right.
production was very sort of dance orientated, but it was all heavy guitars and yeah, just awesome. And obviously check out some of the Rob Zombie stuff as well, because he went down that route in places. So he sort of went, and you know, obviously 9 Inch Nails as well. There's a lot of dance influence in what he does. So yeah, some stuff to listen to,
something like
man. Yeah. 9 Inch
Yeah,
Nails.
I definitely feel there's a chance for us to kind of get our musical juices together again, and you know, get
You
some new
coming
stuff
over here
going.
one night is way overdue.
Yeah, definitely.
That
Well, I
needs to
think because I got the setup here, it was kind of easy. Just say, right, I'll send you the track.
That was kind of fun too. That was kind of fun too, though. Yeah, that was. But you know, maybe a night of us sitting together, I could do some inspiration, and you know, maybe we could bounce off each other, and yeah,
Well, let's do it.
we'll make that happen. That is going to
Got a
happen.
few more nights free now. You see.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, I might not have it. I don't know.
I was going to say. Rather
No.
kick a box than see me. Whoa.
I'll come over and see you. No, let's make that happen. Let's do that.
We will
Let's
do
get
that.
Dave in the
That'd be
diary.
awesome. And yeah, we just just record some jam stuff and see what happens with it and see where we can take it. Yeah,
Definitely.
that'll be good. Wispy says, love a bit of Pendulum. Aslan saying, Mad Capsule Markets. I don't know if he's just got some sort of weird Tourette's or that's the name of a band, to be honest. But, you know. Steve says, the Capri Sun of musical juices. Don't know. Yes, the Capri Sun of me. I like a Capri Sun now and again. Cold.
Yeah, I do,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, very
Not
nice.
just for kids. Right, dude. Do you want to hear the new Ian Blackwood single?
Yeah, go on then. Why not?
So it's not Ian Blackwood, it's Grey and Black actually. Chris Gray and Ian Blackwood get together, Grey and Black. And we've played a couple of their tracks on the shows over lockdown and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to just put this forward. I've been chatting with Ian, he sent me the stuff, I've sent him an email back going, you good if I play this on the show on Monday? And just to be sure, you know. And he hasn't answered. So Ian, if the answer's no, I'm apologising now. And you know, obviously I've got people with guns pointed at me to play this, obviously, because you know you've got some super fans here. So what I want to do is I want to play this track, and if it is a problem, I'll just remove it from said place, YouTube, and it's all good. I'll apologise up ahead. Do you think that's fair, Andy?
I think that's fair. To be honest, I think he'll be all right.
I think it'll be fine. I really, really do.
He's not one to kick off and say, "What are you doing, Ian?" Is he?
I know the single's coming out on 4th of March and the EP's coming out in April, so it's not like it's you know, a massive debut on this that no one's going to have heard it yet. So this is the new Grey and Black track. Enjoy this. It is called "I'll Be Seeing You."
never said I was. Find me in the hollow, digging up my broken heart. Fill me up with purpose that watch me fall apart. I'm alright, and you'll be alright, my love. Darkness comes when I close my eyes. I'll be seeing you in the next life. Forget about endless troubles. Forget about farewell friends. The world's a fucking circus, and you can all have it. I'm alright, and you'll be alright for now. Darkness comes when I close my eyes. I'll be seeing you in the next life. I'll be seeing you in the next life.
That was Graham Black there. Sorry, yeah, Graham Black with I'll Be Seeing You. And apologies to Ian if I'm not allowed to play that, but it sounds great, doesn't it?
That sounds great. I really like that.
It does. That sounds absolutely lovely. And that I said the single is out on the 4th of March, and the EP's out in April. So go and check them out on all the available stores and usual digital outlets. Like most of the stuff we play is available on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon and all the other good bits and pieces. So should we bring in our next guest, Mr. Brothers?
Go on in, another gooner. We've got 3 gooners on the show tonight.
I don't even know what a gooner is.
Of course you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please warm FreakJam welcome to Mr. Steve Yates.
Hello.
Hello, mate. It works.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
So, welcome to this thing we call
Thank
Radio
you.
FreakJam.
Fun to be here.
And, just to fill people in, you and I have only really recently met through Mr. Lee Aaron, who suggested you as a bass step for us if ever we needed one. And we did, and we called you, and you came down, and you stormed it. And you seem like a generally nice guy, so you've been back quite a few times now and played for us.
Yeah, yep. Been thoroughly enjoying it. I really enjoy getting up and playing songs I've never heard before, never mind never played before. So I've been enjoying the challenge.
You are a bit of
people.
You are a bit of a human jukebox though, because I remember doing Black by Pearl Jam, and you were like, no, not a clue. And then by the end, you were actually playing the bass riffs that are in the song and harmonising with the melodies and doing nifty little tricks. So,
Yeah, a bit of a flash git as well. I like to show off. There's some bass players, or maybe quite a few bass players, who would prefer to be standing at the front. So Yeah, maybe there's a bit of frustrated guitarist in me.
You know, I think there's a frustrated guitarist in every bassist and a frustrated bassist in every guitarist.
Yeah,
Right, Andy?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Because you've been known to pick up the bass before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It has
Yeah, pick
happened.
the bass up, drums as well.
And then he tries
Picking
to
the drums up is hard.
and then Andy tries to solo and realises he's missing 2 strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Steve, tell us a bit about you. You're in a band called Barefoot. Let's deal with that to start with. What's
Yeah,
going on with
so-
that? What's that all about?
Barefoot is a bunch of dads doing dad rock. That's pretty much it, really. It's classic rock. Me and 2 friends, Mark and Pav, we get together here in my little workplace
Let's
in
show
the studio.
everyone the full suite, shall we?
Yeah, this is why there's drums in the background, which everyone thinks are mine, but they're not. They belong to Pav. So yeah, the dads get together here, and we do dad rock. So a bit of AC/DC, a bit of Thin Lizzy, maybe some Iron Maiden, Led Zeppelin, some Van Halen, Bon Jovi. Yeah, just for fun. And we're all guys with jobs and guys with families, so it's a bit of fun.
Well,
And we've actually been playing together on and off for maybe 5 or 6 years.
you've got a lovely setup there. Right, Andy?
That's beautiful. Really nice.
Hidden away from the rest of the world. Mostly I work in here, and then yeah, when it gets dark, then I can make some music up here, make some noise.
We were talking about this when we had a bit catch up in the week, and you were saying when you have work calls, they're more interested in talking about what's behind you than to what actually needs to be addressed.
Yeah, and that's the way I like it. I can make the lights flash. If I run out of things to say, or if questions are getting a little bit difficult, then I can get the lights to flash, and then yeah, there's some sort of alarm, and then I have to leave.
Steve, how'd you get any work done in there? You've got a drum kit in there, man.
Yeah, but I can't play drums, so it's okay. And he takes his pedals with him and his cymbals, so there's not a lot I can do. But I do have guitars nearby, so in between getting stuff done, I can usually practice for a little while and
Yeah.
not get too distracted.
So, tell us a little bit what you do for a living. What is your job outside of being a musician?
I do. I work in marketing, so I've been in marketing for maybe 20 or 30 years. I work for a tech company, so I'm the head of marketing for Europe for a tech company called Ignite.
Nice.
That's what I spend most of my time doing, at least for the past year.
So, all you techies, Andy's an AV engineer and does all that sort of things. All you techie people, we need to get together and make a FreakJam conglomeration, tech conglomeration. We can
Tech
do
stuff.
this. Yeah, we can do all of this stuff better than the others.
Yeah, yeah. I'm adept to a bit of tech.
We can actually work out between us how to do live jamming properly without any latency or thing like that. That'd be cool. Yeah,
That's
We've
hard.
talked about it before, haven't we? Freak Jam Productions.
yeah.
I think it's okay if it's a free jam, but if you want to play in time, then that's hard.
That it has happened. Obviously, it was a big thing that I actually looked into a lot over lockdowns because we all wanted to play with each other, and there was many avenues we explored. There's many avenues we tried, and they all worked, kinda. We had a few. Did you join me on a couple of them, Brads?
I did, yeah. We
Yeah.
we did the was it called Jamus? Is it?
Jamus,
What's the
that was
software
it.
we used.
Yes,
Jamulus. Yeah.
Jamulus, that was it, and
Jamulus. Yeah.
yeah, it just it
Just wasn't
really
there, was it?
wanted to work. It really did, but just And then there was another company advertised, and they got it done. And I can't remember what they were called. But basically, you looked at the specs, and you had to have paid top dollar for everything, from your computer through to your internet connection. You had to have X amount coming down and X amount going up, and it was just beyond the scope of doing something like this from home. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think people realize how accurate the human ear is, and how sensitive we are to time fluctuation.
Yeah.
And how fluid a lot of music is. Most drummers aren't going to play, rigid whatever 124.5 beats per minute. They're going to move around, and we all move around with them. And then you suddenly find, if I'm hearing the click here and you're hearing the click, whatever, 100 milliseconds afterwards, it doesn't work, and then the whole thing is a bloody train wreck.
That's pretty much what we came to the conclusion.
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it,
was the
Brad?
experience.
You can't mess about with latency, and if you've got someone's got an upload speed of so much, and someone else has got an upload speed of something else, you just can't get it to work.
Yeah.
And so all these bands over lockdown were claiming that that this was us playing together across Zoom. Yeah, like hell it was. That was very well edited. Well done.
Yeah, edited together, and that's hard work getting everything in sync. My youngest son did an orchestra thing at school. He plays trumpet,
Right.
and they did a musical arrangement of "Take on Me," the Aha song.
Okay. Yeah. One
So
we know well on this show.
They all had to, headphones, click, play along to a backing track, and then all sent their files over to the teacher. Must have been 25 files, and then just imagine the amount of work that was involved in lining everything up, getting all the video right, getting all the audio tracks in place, making a little box.
We done it. I'll have to dig that out for you. We done a
Yeah.
thing. We done a Little Angels song called "Splendid Isolation," and we had everyone playing their own parts and videoing themselves, and then we sent it in, and we edited the video together here. And Josh done the mixing over at the studio, and I produced it some here, and he produced some there, and it was all sort of like done all over the place. And it is a lot of work. So fair play to your son's music teacher.
Yeah, and it sounded good. So I think it was same with the kids. I mean, he plays in a couple of orchestras, and he'd really miss getting out and playing with people. It's all part of the experience of being a musician. I'm quite happy to sit here, playing by myself with all my technology.
Well done. Good use of words.
Jump over my tongue. Sitting in here, I'm happy to do that. I actually don't mind. I like playing with people, but I'm also quite happy to sit here and make ambient whale song by myself, for myself.
No, and you do make ambient whale song. You weren't kidding, because I said to Steve, send me some stuff over, and he sent me some Barefoot, which I'll play you some in a minute. But he also sent me about half hour's worth of meditation music. That's the best way I can describe it. And I'm not saying it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not the sort of music I'd listen to on a daily basis. But the level of production in there is fantastic. The layering of sounds is really nice, and it's got I listened to all of it. I was sitting there listening to all of it, and for that half hour, I felt like I was in a slight trance.
Nice.
Nothing to do with Jack Daniels I was
sounds-
drinking at the time. I'm not going to play any of that tonight, Steve. Don't think
Not
I'm
the right
being
vibe.
rude. Yeah, but I don't want to put this lot to sleep. We've got more show to do, and if they're all asleep, it's just not going to work. So let's play a bit of Barefoot instead.
All right.
So when you sent the email, you put Barefoot as in Bare, and when I pulled the tracks in, it came out as Bear. So which is it, Steve?
Which is it's barefoot like the animal rather than barefoot like socks.
Right. Okay.
Sorry,
so
I
these guys have
clearly
been down the
attention
channel,
to detail.
right? This Mark.
It's Mark playing guitar, but it's a different guy playing drums. So
Right,
we actually
okay.
recorded this. We might have recorded this with Josh actually, because everybody records with Josh. Clearly,
Yeah.
we did some demos with Josh, and then we did some demos with another friend of mine up in London. I'm not so sure which one of this was.
Okay, I'm going to have a listen now to see if I can pick anything up with Josh's production technique, and then we'll have to find out, see if I'm right or wrong. 50% chance, I'm going to be all right. So, so this is Barefoot, and I want to play Shaking Hands. This was by who originally?
Blackberry Smoke, really, really good sort of southern rock American band.
Yeah, I listened to this earlier, and I really got into it. And I know Andy loves a bit of country, right, Andy?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, and I like them as well. They're all good.
All right, so there you go. This is going to suit everyone.
Sorry.
I'm going to dedicate this to you, Mr. Bradley, then, in that case. So this is Barefoot with Shaking Hands. Enjoy.
Johnson said it, baby. Yeah, she helps me draw the line. As the crow flies, baby, gonna get me up on time. Gonna light me up, yeah, just like the 4th of July. Everybody knows, baby, take it slow. Feels just like I'm singing with the heavenly host. Everybody said, everybody knows, just like shaking hands with the Holy Ghost. She got the stuff that I need, keeps me coming back for more. I ain't ever gonna break away, got a hump in me for sure. As the crow flies, baby, gonna get me up on time. Gonna light me up, yeah, just like the 4th of July. Everybody knows, baby, take it slow. Feels just like I'm singing with the heavenly host. Everybody said, everybody knows, just like shaking hands with the Holy Ghost. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get down. Everybody knows, baby, take it slow. Feels just like I'm singing with the heavenly host. Everybody said, everybody knows, just like shaking hands with the Holy Ghost. Everybody knows, baby, take it slow. Feels just like I'm singing with the heavenly host. Everybody said, everybody knows, just like shaking hands with the Holy Ghost.
Shaking Hands there by Barefoot. Yeah. I noticed it's
Lovely
a very
stuff.
high bass mix on that. Just saying.
How did that happen?
Did you mix it,
That's
Steve?
also. I was involved and I paid for it. So, yes, the bass is mixed really high.
I like that. I
All the,
paid for it. So, yes, the bass is mixed really high.
What'd you expect? Yeah, I also did all this sort of organ sound that you hear in the background. That's also bass going through a bunch of processing equipment.
Who's playing the piano?
No, that's me. That's bass.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I sat here and listened to this earlier, and I said to the wife, who was sat behind me listening to it, and I said, "Oh, I really love the piano player on this."
Yeah, that's me.
Wow. So you're into all your MIDI bass, are you?
It's not MIDI as such. I've just got a bunch of octave controllers and harmonizers, and once you've messed around with the sound enough and stuck a bit of delay and reverb on, you can make it sound pretty much like an organ, which is what's going on there.
What about there's actual piano on there though? Is that you as well?
Not on that one. No, they're not on this one. But there is on the other song I sent. I think.
I'm sure there's a bit of piano in the background in there, just padding away in the background.
It's all bass.
Wow.
And everything on that sounds like an organ is it's bass.
That's probably what I'm hearing. Then. But yeah, that's amazing. There you go.
Well,
we need to hook him up with Nick Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I when Nick's playing, then I plug my bass into the amp. I don't do anything else. There's no room for anything flashy when Nick's around.
Because he loves his MIDI guitar and he sounds like everyone.
All the pedals stay home.
So you've had the pleasure of playing with Nick, have you?
I've done a few gigs with Lee. Yeah, maybe three or four. Yeah.
Was that the Lee Aaron band?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So see, it all links up and it all makes sense eventually, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do any gig for anyone. I don't mind. But actually, it's usually Lee will call like on a Friday and say, "Can you play tomorrow? Here's 32 songs to learn." And I'll often say yes, and then realize that there's no time to learn everything in time.
So,
But
how
I'll
long have
do
you
it
been
anyway.
playing in general?
Played music. So I started playing piano when I was probably 8, I think, and then bass from 14,
Right.
something like that. So whatever that is, 30, 34 years.
You can work out his age now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm a very old grey man. Yeah, so probably 34 years.
We're all getting there, but you can't tell with Andy because he's got no hair.
Yeah. I was thinking of shaving off my beard and thinking I'll look a little younger, but like Andy said, my wife accuses me of looking like an egg when I've got no beard and no hair.
It's funny how we all get accused of looking like a 12-year-old. I mean, why is it always a 12-year-old?
I've never been accused of looking like a 12-year-old.
You shave your
Just
beard
an
off,
egg.
you will.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, it happens occasionally. The thing is, I've got great ambitions to grow a big beard, but it
Like
gets
the
to
full
like,
fisherman.
yeah, like something like long and pointy, like Thor. But it gets about like a month in, and I just annoy the hell out of myself with fiddling with it all the time, and then it gets cut short.
Yeah, you see, I'd done that. I was going to grow mine, and I was going to plait it. I was going to plait it into my chest hair, that sort of length. You know what I mean? But it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I've never
You have
quite
to
got that
persevere with it.
ambitious.
We'll have to go and see Darren at the Sonsorium Lounge and see if we can help our beards grow. That's what we'll need to do.
Yeah,
Especially you,
yeah.
Brad.
No, don't.
And
I've
it's
already
get-
upset him when I shaved it off.
Yeah, because you're
gets
obviously
grey.
it does get grey. I don't dye mine, but it's
There's man problems, all right?
yeah. Ear hair. Let's
Haven't
talk about ear hair.
We
No,
haven't
let's not
discussed
talk.
our medical problems yet.
Oh,
I'll tell you about my knee.
So what else? What else you got going on musically? I mean, let's talk a little bit about the ambient stuff you do. I mean, you sent me that. Is that stuff you literally just do for your own gratification, or is there a market for that sort of stuff?
Of course not. Who's going to listen to a 48-year-old man playing ambient whale song on solo bass?
Someone who wants to
nobody.
meditate, obviously, because my missus
Yeah,
would.
there are a few people doing it. There's a guy called Steve Lawson who's my big hero, who does this kind of thing, but far more virtuosic than I am. He can play faster and more technically than I can. So my stuff tends to be a little bit more moody because I just can't play quick. So yeah, I think I could probably get 10 people in a room who'd be willing to listen once or twice. I just haven't explored it yet as an avenue.
You need a repackage. This is what you need. You need to repackage yourself as some kind of. I said to you the other day, I find you quite zen. I find you quite calm and relaxing and peaceful to be around. Maybe you could use that, and you could sort of use it as a meditation, but actually use it to sell CDs.
Yeah, and that's that's what I'm going for.
Guru Steve.
You've got to play music that you want to hear. And that's the music that I want to hear. That's the music that I enjoy listening to. I like listening to ambient music. I like the stuff that Devin Townsend does when he's off on his ambient trip. And I like making music, and I enjoy the improvisational side of it. So all the stuff that I sent you is one take, no overdubs, and it's all improvised.
Right.
Because I don't like knowing what's going to happen next. I quite like surprising myself with the weird noises that are going to come out of the things that I step on. Everything's sitting down here by my feet.
And that's
that's
what
fun.
you're doing. Is you're using pedals again, like the organ sound, to create all these different sounds and noises.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and it moves around. I've got a sort of stable-ish setup at the moment that's doing the things I want it to do. But yeah, things change.
Maybe we could have an ambient night down at the FreakJam one night.
Oh, I'd love that.
Kick out some Portishead and some more Chiba and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let Steve do his thing and play some weird noises.
I'd happily, yeah. And I think that the good thing about it is because I never play the same thing twice. I never have to practice doing that thing because I'll just pick up my bass and start playing some things, and it'll go in the story. It'll go in the direction that it does, and it'll end at some point. Usually, after 12 to 15 minutes, I've made whatever point it is I had in my head, and then at that point, it'll end abruptly, or I'll fade out in some fashion. Um, and it's just something I've really enjoyed doing for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Mate, it's, keep doing what you're doing, and welcome aboard. Seriously, this is what I wanted to get you on tonight to say that, and I'm sure Andy agrees with me.
I think something you just said there, Steve, I think that's a lovely way to record, because I think sometimes, we've all got into that trap where we know what we want to play, but I'm one for it. As soon as that red button comes on, you mess it up. You could play it a million times perfect, but as soon as you press record, that's it. You can't do it. And I think doing that is a great way of recording.
Well, the danger of doing stuff in ambient music is everything goes through about 12 different delays and 7 reverbs. So if I play a note that's a little bit peculiar, it's going for another 3 or 4 minutes until it stops.
Do you know what? All this talk of ambient tunes, I'm feeling a Radio FreakJam ambient jam coming on.
Oh,
Ambient jam.
definitely.
Beanbags.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we done a dance.
Chopsticks.
We done a dance jam, and the dance jam basically was I sent all this bunch of middle-aged rockers off to their laptops to produce a dance song, and they all did, including Darren, the barman from Bumbles, and he won because he actually did make a dance song. He'd never produced a song before in his life, had nothing musical bit behind him. He went out and produced quite a good dance song as well. And we had a whole evening of that. So, ambient jam, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm well up for that. I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to be, yeah. Okay. Well done, Steve. You've inspired me to think of new ideas. So, guys, we're going to have to move on soon. Mr. Bradley, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight and for being back with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, mate. It's been lovely to come back and see you all and speak to you all.
And we will be seeing you Thursday down at Mr. Bumble.
Definitely, yes.
As long as you don't do any kickboxing in
Will we
between.
see you Thursday, Steve?
So,
yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll bring my pedals and play some Whale song.
Aslan, I'm going to drop you off for a second, mate. I will bring you back on the system. Oh, I just dropped Steve off by mistake. Steve, come back to me. Yep. Steve, come back to me. I've got to get rid of you, not Steve.
Yeah, get rid of me.
It all lagged out on me for a second. Dude, yes, so yeah, we'll sort this out. I'll get him back on. Thanks for coming back on, and we will speak to you very, very soon, sir. Right, there we go. Steve's back. Sorry about that, Steve. Aslan signed in, and it just slowed the whole system down.
Okay.
So you're back. It's all good. We'll get Aslan back on in a minute when Mr. Bradders has left us. Dude, we will speak to you soon.
Okay, mate. See you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, so now I've got to do that technical bit and just swap you around there, Steve. So you're there. We're going to go to that one. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to have another song, and then we're going to bring Aslan in to come and join us. So last week we had Kieran sitting in your seat. He came and joined us in the middle slot. And he's one of our sponsors tonight with Shinefest, shinefest.uk. Go and buy tickets for it. It's going to be an awesome gig. And he was in a band. He played bass as well, funnily enough, Steve. So... and after we got chatting on the show, he sent me a couple of tunes. So what we're going to do is we're going to play one of those, and then we're going to get Aslan to come and see us. So this is a song from our sponsors, basically. This is a track called. I can't see my track names. What's going on? This is a song called Red Lights. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Standing by the red lights.
That was Red Light there by Gang of Villains, who are playing at Shinefest. Kieran's got the band back together, and they're going to be appearing as well alongside From the Ashes and Jesus Jones and Lightning Seeds and Corduroy. Corduroy are playing as well, which, if you remember Corduroy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. I'm nearly bought into the whole idea of going down to see it.
it's going to be a great weekend, mate. It really, really is. We're playing. Of course, it's going to be a great weekend. But no, we went down there last year on the Saturday and we saw Top Loader play and Oasis and a few of the other bands, Nefarious Picaroons. And it was just a really all-round nice family-friendly festival. So I advise you come and join us, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look. I'll see what's going on in the Yates calendar, and if I can, then I will.
Wicked. Awesome. So let's get Aslan in. He was eager. There he is. Eager Aslan.
Hey, sorry, folks.
How you doing, dude? You all right?
I thought I could sit in it even calls it a green room. I thought I could sit there, watch the show from there. And clearly not.
When it's just
Broke
three
it.
of us, that's fine. Yeah. When there's four of us, the system just goes, "Oh, I don't want you to," and causes me utmost problems.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's
Never
all
mind. We're there now.
You two know each other. Obviously, you've been sharing a stage for the past few
met
weeks.
once or twice.
Well, that's the funny thing, right? It is when you meet in a dark pub on a stage. There's not a lot of actual conversation goes on, rather than what are we playing?
What are we playing? What do
key
you
is
know
it
the
in?
chords to this?
Yeah, that happens a lot on our stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've probably shared like 3 or 4 hours of music together, despite having never actually spoken.
And Steve is why I wanted to drag you on tonight. You know, we've done the whole Meet the Freaks thing over lockdown, and it was such a wonderful opportunity to sit down and talk to this rabble. You know, because there's actually some interesting people in there, believe it or not. You know, it's and everyone's got a story, and we've talked from everyone from Sarah, who was an NHS nurse, who's now moved up to singing at Jam Night with us, to people like Andy, who have been with us for a long time, and you know, now we're moving that on and getting people like yourself on, who are new to us in a different capacity, and it's great to sit down and have a chat and find out a bit more about you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's almost like a reverse interview process.
We've got you now.
See
We're
whether
going to
I
ask you the
get
questions.
involved.
So what's going on, Aslan? How's the family?
Yeah, good. We're all booked up for Shinefest. Looking forward to that one.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Another reason to go,
yeah,
Steve.
definitely come along. And even if you if the rabble at the start of it aren't enough of a pull to get you in, Jesus Jones live are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, Ian is known for smashing his keyboards. And he's not you, Ian. I've yet to see you play keyboards, actually.
I dabble. I know.
I've seen,
I know a
I've
few
seen you
chords.
doing the blowy keyboard thing.
That's where I started, if I'm honest. I wanted a saxophone or a drum kit, and my mum and dad bought me a keyboard and some headphones. Yeah, it had drums on it, and it had a saxophone on it, even if it did sound shit.
That's where we're at with Melody at the minute. You know, we've got her, although we haven't plugged in her headphones to it yet. We've missed that trick. 5-year-old having piano lessons on a yeah. She's doing really well with that though.
Awesome.
She's doing
Well,
fantastic.
it's good to hear that she's out there and following in your footsteps and playing some instruments, and she's still cute as ever, and all she's got to do is smile, so it's all good.
Yeah, but she knows that and she plays on it. You know she's using you.
Look, mine still get away with it at their age, mate. Be prepared. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a shotgun license for when she's older.
You've got 2 kids, right, Steve?
Yeah, 2 boys, 15 and 17.
And they can still flash their eyelids and sort of give you a nice smile, and you still crumble a little bit.
I don't know. I don't think they didn't really play that particular game.
They were just
I
more
will
outright,
get
"Give us some money, Dad."
I get emotionally manipulated, but yeah, not through a coy wink.
See, it's going to last, Aslan. You and Dale might as well resign yourself to the fact that, you know, they're kids as long as you're alive, basically.
As long as they need you.
Yeah. Well, they can get money out of us, and
Wispy wants to know, is she learning on the keytar?
See, that would be a brilliant idea because the damn thing don't work. But no.
No sound.
No,
yeah.
I still haven't fixed that.
So you've enjoyed being back down the jam night, Aslan? It's all going well.
It's been brilliant, and it's sort of coming along and being thrown in at the deep end with it,
Massively
playing
sorry
along
about
with playing along with when people are coming up and saying, "Can you play this?" And I haven't got a clue, but let's work it out. And it's been a fantastic challenge. It has definitely been something that I've really enjoyed doing and being a part of. So yeah, there's been that aspect of it. Getting to share a stage with.
I knew you'd do that.
Getting to share a stage with Jimby, Jack Daniels, and ooh, off. There's
Sorry,
conversation gone.
have I given you sweats?
I've still got that cinnamon one in the other room.
Have you not drunk it?
No. I did squeak half the bottle on air.
You did, but it's hot. Have you tried the cinnamon Jack Daniels at all, Steve?
No, I used to just drink Jack Daniels straight back in those days.
Oh, because you're teetotal
come on.
now. You're Heineken Zero man, aren't you?
I'm a Heineken Zero man, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I did drink my fair share of Jack Daniels when I was a kid. I think my first hospital
Bring the
trip.
cinnamon one along.
Yeah, my first hospital trip was after a couple of bottles of Jack Daniels when I was probably 17.
I told you he was one of us, Aslan.
Yeah,
But never drank any cinnamon Jack Daniels.
It's
Never-
hot.
There was never anything in it.
It's fiery, it's hot, and it's not suitable to my palate. So we've done a
It's
swap,
hot.
Aslan and I. It was good. So, and Aslan's still got half a bottle. I haven't. So come on, Aslan. You know you're house guitarist now. You're on the other side of Andy tonight, which is how it's worked out, which has been quite nice.
Yep.
So are you going to give us a song?
Yeah. Let's kick off with this one.
Don't kick off. Just play some music.
All right. Let's get that. Tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much. My scars remind me the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. I'm drunk and I'm feeling down. I just wanna be alone. Just 'cause you came around, why don't you just go home? Count all your pain, I can't help you fix yourself. You're making me insane, all I can say is I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is I care too much. Scars remind us the past is real. Tear my heart open just to feel. Try to help you once against my own advice. I saw you going down, but you never realized that you're drowning in the water. So I offered you my hand. Compassion's in my nature. Tonight is all I stand. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is I care too much. My scars remind us the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. Drunk and I'm feeling down, and I just wanna be alone. Should never come around, why don't you just go home? Drowning in the water, and I tried to grab your hand. I left my heart open, but you didn't understand. But you didn't understand. Can't help you fix yourself, but at least can say I tried. I'm sorry, but I gotta move on with my own life. I can't help you fix yourself, but at least can say I tried. I'm sorry, but I gotta move on with my own life. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is I care too much. The scars remind us the past is real. So tear my heart open just to feel. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is I care too much. The scars remind us the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel.
Very nice, very nice. So, you know, everyone was more talking about the lack of mole grips on the acoustic than they were about the song, I'm afraid.
Yeah, they're on the other guitar.
Steve's looking perplexed. He's got a guitar that hasn't got a tuning head, so he's got mole grips on it instead.
Yeah. It became a thing.
Oh, wait 1 second. Say that again, Steve.
Without a head, a headless guitar.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no, just no tuning peg on it.
It's one of the machine heads is gone.
Oh, okay, right.
So
when you were talking about mole grips, I thought maybe you normally play with a capo, and that's what you were going with. I thought you were the king of capo.
No, that's the thought.
Capos. See, said the right way. Just saying.
I hate capos. It's the horror. When if I'm playing with a guitarist and they've got a capo, then you know it's going to be awkward.
I play with the capo sometimes, Steve. I play with the capo sometimes.
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You've hurt my feelings now, Steve.
It's been known to happen.
Who invited him on? Jesus.
I'm sorry. I've got a bunch of opinions. I'm an old man.
We're all old men. We're all old men. Curmudgeons at heart. Yeah. Cheers, Aslan.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Cheers. Elvis juice.
Nice.
Oh, no lights.
I don't want to think about that, to be honest.
The juice of an aging rock star.
Of a dead rock star. Let's sort of get this right, you know.
Seemed appropriate.
Anyway, moving on. So, what's going on with you musically, Aslan? Have you got any projects going on behind the scenes that we don't know about that we really should do?
No projects going on. Went down, did the open mic over at the cabin. That was fun.
Cool.
It was, man, that was super intimate there. I swear the people at the front could see up my nose. And like there was, I started playing and then I looked up and I could just see people stood there. And it's like, oh crap! I thought I'd start off with something that I knew well and could just settle the nerves a bit and build up my confidence. It didn't help. It really didn't. I was there, hands were shaking, and had a 20-minute set to play through. But yeah, it was good.
Come on, you should be beyond that now. You know you're a rock star in your own mind.
Yeah, but it doesn't go away.
Never
Especially when people can see up your nose.
Never really had it, to be honest. Yeah, just always been kind of comfortable with that. How about you, Steve? Did you do nerves and anxiety on stage and beforehand? And
I think it depends on how prepared you are. I get excited before I go on stage. I don't know about nerves. Yeah, occasionally, but that it just means that you're excited.
I think the best way of describing how I've felt sometimes, it's a positive anxiety. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't know what you're going to do and you don't know what you're doing, it can be a little bit nervy.
Yeah. But there's that build-up. I mean, you know, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. You know, you rock up for your gig, you sound check, and then you've got that, you know, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, depending on where you're playing, between the end of that sound check and going on stage. That's the time for me. That is the time where it's all kind of like you feel that building up slowly, and you're constantly looking at your watch. Do I need to get ready yet? Do I need to have a piss yet? Do I need to have a coffee yet? You know, it's that sort of thing. Going to countdown.
Yeah, I think when it's just you and a guitar and a mic, then that's harder. And I've only really done one sort of solo gig so far with me and a bass. So I think when you've got nothing behind you, it's easier for me as a bass player because, you know, there's a drummer, there's a singer, there's a guitarist, there might be a brass section, so there's always somewhere to hide.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, it's that realization, the sort of being up there in front of people, and there isn't a band to hide behind. There isn't anybody who's, whilst you've got like friends and family and all that are there in the audience, you're still performing to them, as opposed to having people up there with you performing to have that support as you're performing.
Andy says a pre-gig poo always helps.
Well, I wondered why it takes him so long to set up.
Come on, hang about. Just keeping an eye on the chat here as well. Wispy says, I found another open mic night that Ansel and I were going to go to together. Then we found out it was a more M&M 8 Mile than Bumbles. I think I would have liked to have seen that.
Should we do it?
What, a rap one? So we'll do an ambient one and a rap battle one, shall we?
Yeah.
I think it's good to mix it up. Yeah, I mean, if it's normally a rock night, then and you get your folk band to turn up. And
how about an ambient rap battle? So you can't have like hardcore rapping. You've got to be really laid back, chilled out.
Oh, this is where the sleepy time thing comes in, doesn't it?
There was talk about a sleepy time ambient Tim as well, Steve, because Tim is the guitarist from Frequency that we played earlier. Back in the day with me there, and he's over in America now, so we don't get a chance to see him much. But yeah, he does this sleepy time, so he takes like, you know, classics like Enter Sandman and does a lullaby acoustic version of them.
Okay, nice.
So that combined with some of your ambient bass stylings, you know that. Yeah. Tim, if you're listening, in fact, I can tell you, Tim is going to be joining me on here next week, all the way from US of A. He's taken some time off work because obviously it's earlier for him over there, so he's going to be on with us next week and coming to say hi and maybe play us a sleepy time song or something. Yeah.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
So that's good. Come on, Aslan, give us another song.
All right. So this is one I've played on here a few times in the past, and I actually played it down at the cabin, and that went down pretty well. So I'm going to go for it again here. If you take a step towards me, you will take my breath away. So I'll keep you close and keep my secret safe. No one else has ever loved me, no one else has ever tried. I never understood how much I could take. Then I saw the worst was over when I laid my eyes on you. It was all that I could do to know my place. Out of all the vast illusions, out of all the dreams come true, I was gone until I finally saw your face. If you cried out for more, if you reached out for me, I would run into the storm just to keep you here with me. Have come beyond my years, I've wasted half my life, I found it all in you. And I save you cause I know you save me too. Let me take a step towards you. Let me feel you in my hands. Let me cross this line and show you where it leads. There's a darkness down inside me that I know we'll both enjoy, and it's screaming from within to set it free. I have left this bloody nightmare in my wakeboard out of time. I don't want this deviation by design. Out of all the past confusion, out of all the common spite, just tell me I am yours, 'cause you are mine. If you cried out for more, if you reached out for me, would run into the storm just to keep you here with me. Have gone beyond my years, I've wasted half my life, but I found it all in you. Did I save you? 'Cause I know you'd save me too. Doesn't really matter what you do or say, I'm never going anywhere anyway. 'Cause I'm dying for you, I've never felt so alive. If you cried out for more, if you reached out for me, would run into the storm just to keep you here with me. Have gone beyond my years, I've wasted half my life, but I found it all in you. Did I save you? 'Cause I know you'd save me too. Know you'd save me too.
Someone's on form tonight.
Thank you.
Maybe that's John did suggest maybe that's where the mole grips have gone. Because you know you're singing quite high.
They are honestly over that way somewhere.
Turn the cave off, man.
There. Cave is off.
There you go. The cave is off. So that's it, mate. Here we go. Another Radio Freak Jam show almost done. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me and coming and playing some tunes and letting us get to know you a bit better, Steve. Because I'm sure we're going to be seeing you over the next few weeks. Oh, he's
still muted.
He's still. It's not.
Don't
there you go.
mute me.
I'm muted. You are muted. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
And if you want to invite me back, then I've got my thumb piano here, so we could do some. If you want me to sing a song. If you don't want to hear solo bass, then I've got thumb piano as a plan B.
We can have a bit of solo bass if you really want. Do you want a bit of solo bass quickly, Aslan, before we go?
Yeah, do it.
Come on, let's have a bit of solo bass before we go.
Let's see if we can make this work.
Over to you, sir.
All right. Can you hear that?
Yes, we can. Yep.
All right.
Very nice. And that really is just a snippet of what you sent me with your ambient tracks. So, as I said, not really my thing, but I actually enjoyed listening to them. And when the wife wants to meditate to them, you're onto something, mate. You should be getting them out there, I'll do the CD cover. We can put whales on it and stuff, and it'd be awesome.
Yeah. Wales
As long
love
as you're not, as long as you're not giving the massages, Ian.
No. I like to receive massages, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, not for tonight. It's another show. So everyone in the chat room's going, "Oh wow!" So I think you've impressed a few people out there, Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
Normally it takes me 15 minutes to express an opinion, so 1 minute is a small part of my random ramblings.
But right, as Andy sort of commented earlier, random ramblings are sometimes good things. And I don't know about a lot of people, but I'm in a bit of a writer's block at the moment. I'm in a sort of a bit of a state where we've done a lot over lockdown. I was sort of busy with this, and we've done a few songs, and we've done a few bits and pieces, and I just kind of can't get back to that space. Do you know what I mean? We've come out and trying to concentrate on other things, pick up the guitar, nothing's really happening, but maybe I'll just try some random ramblings and call it Steve's song.
There's a technique where just try and do everything wrong at once, and then you'll find that the stress of trying to do it right goes away. So try and write a really, really bad song, and just do it. Put it to one side, and then do it again. Put it to one side, and then eventually the good stuff will come.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of do that. I end up writing stuff, and then it sits on my hard drive, and nothing ever happens with it. And then I'll come back to a new idea, and the same will happen. I've probably got half my hard drive full of unfinished bits, choruses, verses, melodies, just stuff, But yeah, I need to get out of that. We need to write some music. We need some new music into 2022. I do agree with that. Are you writing at all, Aslan? You got anything on the cards like that?
No, I mean, I've got a whole load of random bits and pieces that I wrote many years ago that are unfinished and kicking about in various formats that I don't even know if I've got the means to be able to work with anymore. Like stored on smart media and nonsense like that. But yeah, I've not been doing anything along those lines lately. I kind of like noodle around with stuff, but it don't really put anything into any context.
Noodling's good too, as we've discovered with Steve.
Yeah,
Discover
noodle,
with Steve.
noodle on.
New slot on the show. Discover with Steve.
Noodle on.
Noodle on. There's a t-shirt.
Get your noodle on with Steve.
It's 10 o'clock, gentlemen, which means we're going to have to say goodnight to everyone. Thank you, everyone in the chat room, for joining us. Thanks for everyone for being here. Thanks for all my guests, including Andy, Steve, and Aslan tonight. It wouldn't work without you guys coming and joining this. I said we've got Tim lined up for next week. Don't know who else is on the hit list yet. I mean the victim list. I mean the show list. I'll grab another 2 people, and we'll just chat and we'll talk and we'll play music and it'll all be fun and cool and things. Aslan, as you're a last guest on, you are bestowed the honour of choosing the song we play out on.
Oh, let's go with Possible.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
I haven't
Okay,
had that for a while.
A lockdown classic. So this was the sort of Templeton Peck, which was kind of the radio FreakJam-ish type band that we had with Josh and Oggy and myself and Andy and Mr. Rob McGregor and Tony done some vocals as well, and Sarah sang with us, and it was kind of like it was fun. So that's what it really was. It was a load of fun, and Josh and Oggy put it together, and with a bit of help from Andy, and dragged me in and Tony in, and it was just fun. It was just it was all good, and we ended up doing a couple of original tracks, Pass the Bottle being one of them. I haven't got the no I haven't. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, let's play. I was thinking, have I got a better video or something we can play, but I don't think I have, so we'll just play the track. Guys, say goodbye to everyone out there.
Goodbye, everyone out there.
Goodbye, everyone out there.
We're going to play out Pass the Bottle. Thanks for joining us. I'll be back next week with new guests, including Tim from the US of A. We'll see you later. Tim's on this as well, funnily enough. Yeah, Tim's on this. Yeah, it all falls in place. See you later, guys. Bye.
now stand alone. Curtains twitching from those at home. The wind still whistles through lifeless lights. The hatches closed now to fight the fight. And we never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. March out the sick to the liquor store. Intoxicated, we had locked doors. Shout down the cable, bouncing off the walls. Say, can you hear me? Can you hear my call? 'Cause we never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone here anymore. These empty shelves are a sign of greed. Constellations we didn't need. Unprecedented, it's a get-out clause. They wash their hands so they can call the hurt. 'Cause we never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. Pass the bottle, pass the bottle. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone here anymore. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to be alone. In our time, and we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass